Good morning. Morning to everyone. This is our third quarterly regular meeting of 2024 of the Virgin Islands Casino Control Commission is hereby called to order. Today is Wednesday, September 11th, 2024. I'd like for us, before we move on to the roll call, to stand in observance of what took place in this country some 23 years ago. We will stand in observance and take a minute of silence. Thank you very much. Remarkable day 23 years ago, the tragedy that took place in our country, and we should never forget. Roll call, please. Clerk.
Good morning. Commissioner Luther F. Renee. Commissioner Carolyn P. Herman Purcell.
Present.
Commissioner Marvin L. Pickering.
Present.
Mr. Chairman, all present, no absence.
Thank you very much, Madam Clerk. The commission is comprised of 3 members. All 3 members are present, thereby establishing a quorum. Madam Clerk, please read the rest of the agenda into the record.
Continuing on with the quarterly meeting and hearing number 003-2024. Item number 3, approval of minutes of July 10th, 2024. Agenda item number 4, reports of officers. A, Secretary Treasurer report. B, Vice Chair's report. C, Chairman's report. Agenda item number 5, report of Division and Gaming Enforcement, DGE. Agenda item number 6, new business. A, approval of licensure resolution number 006-2024. Agenda item number 7, Caravel Hotel and Casino. A, update on plans for Responsible Gaming Education Month, RGEM. Agenda item number 8, Divi Carina Bay Casino. A, update on air conditioning system and roof repairs. B, status update on the Divi Residences project. C, update on plans for a Responsible Gaming Education Month, RGEM. Agenda item number 9, any other business. Agenda item number 10, adjournment.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I'd like to remind all in attendance to please silence your phones. They won't vibrate or turn them off. I'd like to also acknowledge the presence of the others here today. We have our Executive Director, Linda Smith. To her left, we have our Licensing Compliance Officer, Ms. Margaret Ostry. We have our IT support specialist in the back, Mr. Davila. Of course, we have a stenographer, Ms. Andrews. We have Director David from DGE, our guests from Caravel and DV, and I believe I see a Member of the press in the house, good morning, how are you?
Good morning.
Glad to have you. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Good, so let us move on to the next order of business, which is item number 3 on the agenda, which is approval of minutes of July 10th, 2024. Do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Yes. Commissioner?
Mr. Chair, I move that the commission approve the verbatim transcript dated July 10th of 2024 as the minutes of the quarterly meeting and hearing held on July 10th, 2024. I so move.
Do I have a second?
Mr. Chairman. Second the motion to approve the minutes, quarterly minutes of the VICC of July 10th, 2024.
The motion to approve the minutes of July 10th, 2024 meeting has been moved by Commissioner Herman Purcell and seconded by Commissioner Renee. Hearing no objections, the motion to approve the minutes is thereby approved. Next item on the agenda is item number 4, which is the report of the officers. We want to begin with the Secretary Treasury report, followed by the vice chairs, and then the chairperson. That said, Commissioner Renee, please proceed with your report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning to all. The following is a report of some of the activities that have been engaged in since our last quarterly meeting. It was held on July 10th, 2024. On July 10th, attended hearings and complaints brought by DGE requesting that the Commission locate VICC issued work permits for several casino and hotel employees who have provided incorrect information on the VICC application for licenses. On July 16th, attended the VICC executive team meeting to discuss and prepare for the upcoming budget hearings before the 35th legislature of the Virgin Islands. On July 17th, accompanied Chairman Marvin Pickering, Vice Chair Carolyn Purcell, Executive Director Linda Smith, as the VICC's 2025 budget was presented to the Committee of Budget, Appropriation and Finance of the 35th Legislature of the Virgin Islands. July 30th, completed and submitted all final documents requested by FEMA for reimbursement of funds, expenses incurred for the installation of events and other air quality control sensors at our building, the Casino Control Commission building. July 31st, at the request of Executive Director Smith, attended 2 JOLT meetings in preparation for the launch of this time and attendance management software. This tool, which included training and performance expectation modules, has been widely accepted and recently implemented by the Commission. On August 6th, newly formed stakeholders meeting with human resources personnel of both casinos and members of the VICC team, which included myself, Executive Director, the Licensing and Compliance Officer, and our archivist, initially met to discuss the recently implemented VICC application advisory, a new mandate which stems from hearing held by DGE complaints of July 10th. This engagement is a very cordial exchange on measures that will facilitate the licensing process to improve efficiency and reduce errors. On August 13, 2024, participated in the Performance Expectations 2024 meeting and training for VICC's casino inspectors, the executive director, and the licensing and compliance officer to discuss issues of mutual concern, especially with the launching of the JOLT system and daily reporting protocols. On August 15, 2024, participated in JOLT meeting with Executive Director Linda Smith and Licensing Officer Martha Ostry to update Chairman Pickering on the launch of VICC JOLT system. On August 22nd and 23rd, 2024, participated in conducting interviews of 8 candidates for the VICC Casino Inspector 1 position. On August 27, 2024, participated in the VICC Executive Meeting 007-2024. On August 28, participated in conducting interviews of candidates for the legal counsel position at the VICC. August 29, 2024, attended the meeting consisting of several members of VICC executive team to make final selection for the Casino Inspector 1 position. On September 3rd, attended and participated in the VICC-sponsored annual Code of Ethics training, which was facilitated by Mr. John Abramson. In addition to the above mentioned, I on various occasions accompanied Executive Director Linda Smith in talks and discussions with representatives of GERS, the VICC's landlord, on matters related to maintenance, care, and ongoing upkeep of the building we now occupy. This includes addressing long-standing issues, including roof leaks and repairs, plumbing, generator room, drainage, crack walls, and repair of the rock wall on the outside with the plants. Met with Atlas Schooling to discuss issues raised in an indoor quality investigation conducted by Atlas Environmental Services. Spent considerable amount of time trying to locate contractors to provide a service of the restoration of water damage documents, a non-negotiable FEMA VITEMA mandate. For a couple of weekends, I was tasked to present and to facilitate access to the generator room for contracted workers engaged in the installation of the newly acquired automatic transfer switch and other related electrical installation. Mr. Chair, that brings me to the end of my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Renee. Vice Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My report, as in the package, covers some areas Vice Chair Commissioner Renee has addressed. But since the last quarterly meeting held on July 10th of 2024, engaged in certain activities. These include on September 3rd of 2024, I also attended the annual ethics training. I found the spirited discussion of our code of ethics informative and a reminder that as commissioners and staff, our conduct and compliance with law does much to instill public confidence in integrity and impartiality of the licensure and regulatory work of the Virgin Islands Casino Control Commission. I sat in 4 hearings of complaints filed by the Virgin Islands Division of Game and Enforcement on the revocation of registrations and licenses issued by the Virgin Islands Casino Control Commission to casino hotels and casino employees. This occurred on July 10th, 2024. I also attended the Commission's presentation of the FY 2025 budget before the Budget Appropriations and Finance Committee of the 35th Legislature on July 17th, 2024. Likewise, I participated in the interviews and the final selections to the Casino Inspector 1 position. August 21st to the 22nd was interviews and the final selection made on August 29th of 2024. I also participated in the interviews of the applicants for the position of legal counsel on August 28th of 2024, and in the final selection process on August 29th of 2024. I continue to work with Mango Media concerning the Virgin Islands Casino Control Commission Public Gambling Responsible Gaming Media Campaign, and in the course of this hearing, more will be provided on that. I think we're at the point where we can now share with the general public the work on that and that campaign. And finally, I participated in the selection of the company to prepare the internet gaming and gambling marketing and policy analysis as we move forward with the internet gaming law. So, Chair, that concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Vice Chair. Now, on to the Chair's report. Some items have been previously mentioned. Beginning with our budget hearing at the Budget Appropriations and Finance Committee on July 17th. As you are aware, the central government provides funding, is one of the funding sources for the Casino Control Commission. The central government pays for the salaries and related fringe benefits of the commission. The commission requested a total of for that purpose, requested a total of $1,604,300 for fiscal year 2025, which is an increase of $180,500 over the fiscal year 2024 budget of $1,423,800. The majority of this increase comprised the addition of 2 casino inspectors at a cost of roughly $141,000 total. As a member of the NAGRA Conference Planning Committee, NAGRA North American Gaming Regulators Association, of which the commission is a member, I participated in that meeting, that planning meeting on July 25th and August 15th. The planning is for the 2025 annual conference, which is scheduled for June 2nd to the 5th in Nashville, Tennessee. The next planning meeting is scheduled for September 19, 2024. On August 6th, I attended the National Council of Problem Gaming annual membership meeting, which was held via Zoom. The fiscal year 2022 financial audit has begun. The audit is being conducted by Bird Smith and Company. The engagement letter was signed on August 6, 2024. Convened executive meeting number 007/2024 on August 27, 2024. Licensure resolutions adopted during that meeting are on today's agenda for approval. On August 15th, the commission issued a cease and desist letter to Wharfside Hotel on the island of St. John, requiring them to stop representing that they have a casino on their property. Casinos are only permitted in the district of St. Croix. Wharfside subsequently responded, and the commission verified that it removed references to the casino from its website. The TV ads are currently being monitored, and just last night, I heard that commercial again, and it did mention casino. So we have to follow up on that and probably take it to the next level. The commission received on July 22nd, 2024, copies of the compliance audit reports of the two casino licensees, which were conducted by Spectrum Gaming Group at the initiation of DGE Director David. Those reports contain significant findings that need to be addressed by the casino licensees. I believe invitation letters were sent out to the casino licensees to meet with the commission on November 24th and 25th, I believe, if that's correct. Okay. The commission received one complaint filed by DGE against Treasure Bay VI LLC for an alleged violation of Title 32, VI Code Section 423A. Additionally, the DGE submitted two CHE investigative reports and two incident investigation reports regarding a self-excluded person and a patron complaint. Regards to staffing, it was mentioned by my two colleagues earlier that we interviewed for casino inspector 1 position, and we interviewed for legal counsel position. We have selected those individuals for those positions. The one inspector is beginning on September 23rd. We also made a selection of an individual for legal counsel. The commission is now in a discussion with that individual. Regarding financial matters and related activities, licenses issued by the commission for the period October 1st, 2023 through August 31st, 2024, the commission issued a total of 285 licenses and statements of compliance in various categories as follows: casino employees, 96, casino key employees, 37, gaming related, 9, non-gaming related, 7, statement of compliance, casino employees, 84, casino key employees, 38, gaming related, 5, non-gaming related, 6. These are all statements of compliance, and casino license 3. For the same period, which is in addition to the issuance of licenses, the commission issued 331 work permits, 94 exemptions from licensure, and 83 waivers from registration and licensure. Financial report. For the 2024 fiscal year, the period ending July 31st, 2024, total revenues, including the GVI's contribution of $1,137,550 for payroll, amounted to $2,147,250. Expenses, including payroll, total $1,529,112, resulting in a surplus for the period of $618,138. The largest expenditure amount, of course, is for payroll and payroll-related expenses. The commission's total budget for fiscal year 2024 is $2,394,500 in projected revenues and $2,292,900 in projected expenditures, for a projected surplus of $101,600. Gross casino revenues, GCR, for the period October 1st, 2023 to July 31st, 2024, as reported by the casino licensees, DV and Caravel, amounted to $15,499,448. GCR is the total amount received by a casino licensee, less amounts paid out as winnings to patrons. The GCR is taxed at a rate of 12%, which is paid into the casino revenue fund. The commission receives 25% of those tax revenues, with the remaining 75% being allocated to support other government agencies. As it relates to the employment stats, For the quarter ending June 30th, 2024, both casinos reported a combined gross total payroll of $2,709,758 for the 3 quarters ended June 30th, 2020. Oh, I'm sorry. With a total headcount of 318 employees. The total payroll for the first, second, and third quarters of this fiscal year amounts to $7,818,382 with an average headcount of 310 employees. Other spending for goods and services from the casino industry amounted to some $16,404,957 for the 3 quarters ended June 30th, 2024. Examples of other goods and services include food, liquor, advertising, insurance, legal and professional services, etc., etc., etc. Our casino industry is, from our standpoint, contributed greatly to the treasury of the Virgin Islands. And we thank you. Therein ends the chair's report. Moving on to the next item, we will now hear from, I didn't forget to this time. Director David, can you present your report, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning. I am R. Oliver David, Director of the Division of Gaming Enforcement. It is under the Virgin Islands Department of Justice. Since DGE's last quarterly report, quarterly performance report dated June 25, 2024, the DGE accomplished the following. Due diligence investigation. The DGE completed due diligence investigation of 2 casino hotel employee applicants, which was transferred to the commission. During that time, the DGE closed out its investigation of 30 applicants. These are applicants who were terminated or resigned prior to DGE completing its investigation. The DGE partially completed due diligence investigation of 1 casino services entity gaming-related license applicant and the qualifiers. During that period, the DGE opened 42 new hard copy and electronic application files. The DGE received 3 complaints from the VICCC for investigation for alleged violation of Virgin Islands casino laws and VICCC rules and regulations. DGE completed 2 investigations regarding these complaints and transmitted its reports to the VICCC. Additionally, the DGE filed 1 complaint against the DV Carina Bay Casino for alleged violation of VI casino laws and VICCC rules and regulations, and was successful in prosecuting 3 employees of the DV Carina Bay Resort and Casino for violating VICCC rules and regulations. Request for technical assistance jackpot verification. During that period, the DGE's technical staff have responded to approximately 11 requests for technical assistance from both the DV Carina Bay and the Caravel Casino. DGE staff assisted the gaming technicians at the casinos in addressing technical problems with EGMs to have these machines returned to the gaming floor as soon as possible. Additionally, the DGE's technical staff responded to requests for assistance in verifying 2 jackpots in excess of $25,000. Compliance audit. DGE received audit reports from Spectrum Gaming Group, which was previously engaged by DGE to conduct a comprehensive compliance audit of the operations of both VIGL and DV Carina Bay Resort and Casino. DGE has forwarded the reports to VICCC and the respective casinos and will be have convened meetings shortly with the VICCC and the management of the respective casinos to discuss the findings of the audit and proposed solution. Training. In in anticipation of the commencement of the construction of the Racino at the Randall Doug James Racetrack, and to get a better feel of the changing landscape of merger of racing and gaming, in August, I attended the Racing and Gaming Conference in Saratoga, New York. The conference dealt with various aspects of gaming to include land-based casino, iGaming, sport betting, and was extremely informative. Two of the sessions I attended were titled one, Racinos, can or should they survive in the new gaming landscape? And another was entitled Tote World, the background of racing. I was able to meet representatives of the various tote companies present to get some information regarding the operations. DGE continues to struggle to maintain a modicum of efficiency in performing its mandated duties due to its current staffing level. Again, I would say DGE have only 3 employees. DGE has to do everything from the investigations to the technical requests from the casino and everything else. Because the secretarial work, whatever has to be done, it's done by these 3 employees. Once again, I thank Chairman Pickering for his lobbying efforts on behalf of DGE, for the DGE to obtain an increase in its staffing. I'm also thankful to Attorney General Momini Bonreyo, who has recognized the need for additional staffing for the DGE and his push to address that need. That's all we have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Director David. Colleagues, do you have any questions for Director David on his report?
No, thank you, Mr. Chair.
No, Mr. Chair. Director David, the last comment you made on the report, have you had any further discussions with the Attorney General regarding your staffing? I listened to a portion of the budget hearing where it was mentioned about your lack of resources. Any further conversation?
Yes, I have. I would say good news, bad news. Regularly, I say good news. I think about 2 weeks ago, I had a meeting with the Attorney General, and he confirmed that he made a request with regard to the utilization of the ARPA funds, and he's requesting 3 additional employees for DG. Informally, I heard that ARPA fund is no longer. So I am back to square one. So it was, I spoke to my staff and I didn't indicate to them that, there's some light at the end of the tunnel when he told me that we started to discuss it. And, he saw the need, and he was, as I indicated, one of the first Attorney Generals in recent memory that really pushed them to figure out how it's going to work. But just this morning, I was talking to the HR and she said, it doesn't appear that. Anyway, I know that we're still trying to work on that, the request that you made with regard, like I said, the commission made a request to the chairman of the Senate and also the joint request, chairman and the finance committee chair, requesting 10% funding from the casino revenue fund. That's something that I have been asking for over 10 years, or 15 years, I should say. And the request, the letter was sent. I submitted a support letter, which I sent over to have the Attorney General sign in support of the request from the Commission. So we're hoping that that might bear some fruit. I called and I am awaiting a confirmation for a date to meet with the chairman of the Senate again to plead my case with regard to that request. I was told by the secretary that he's looking at the time that's convenient for him when his calendar is open. So I will meet with him to plead that case. I think at this point in time, that might be the last resort, because since the ARPA fund is dried up, I don't think we're going anywhere with that. But I'm still trying. I know you're trying, and it's going to help us tremendously if we can move. And even if we get 1, 2, whatever we get, that will help us tremendously.
Have you been invited to the hearing coming up in Senator Booker's committee? That's a committee on what? Sports.
Culture, youth, sports, parks, recreation. It goes on.
That's November the 20th. Have you been invited to
No,
that?
I have not been invited to that.
No, we have.
Okay, yeah, because one of the things that when we're talking about the sports, there's a combination, I guess. DGE is forgotten in most instances because the focus is the commission is the one that regulates gaming. And DGE is under the Justice Department, so when Justice Department is everything else, this is not of major concern regarding Justice Department. So that has been a problem. But, okay.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you very much.
No problem.
So now move on to the new business portion of our agenda, which is item number 6. This is the approval of licensing resolution number 006-2024. Do I hear a motion?
Yes, Mr. Chair. If I may, I move that the commission approve licensure resolution number 006 of 2024. A resolution to approve the statements of compliance and casino employee and casino servicing entity licenses. It was approved by the executive meeting held on August 27, 2024 here at the commission's offices in St. Croix. I so move.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair. Do I hear a second?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the licensure resolution number 006/2024 as was approved at the executive meeting of July 27, 2024.
Thank you, Commissioner Renee. The motion to approve licensure resolution number 006-2024 has been moved by Commissioner Michelle, seconded by Commissioner Renee. Hearing no objections, the motion to approve licensure resolution number 006-2024 is hereby adopted. Which brings us to item number 7 on the agenda, and which is Caravel Hotel and Casino. Update on the plans in the step forward for Responsible Gaming Education Month, which is this month, the month of September. As you may heard, Responsible Gaming Education Month is sponsored by the American Gaming Association. It's recognized every September in an effort to promote responsible gaming. We've asked our industry partners to join in the effort to join in the efforts for RGEM, as it's called, and we've asked both casinos to present their plans for this meeting today. So we have Mr. Schiefer, Mr. Ted Schiefer. So Schiefer, you're the Chief Operating Officer?
That is correct.
Yes, and General Manager, Ms. Rosita Russell. Good morning.
Good morning.
You may be. All right.
Good morning, all. It is a pleasure to discuss our role in spreading awareness for any campaign, whether it be problem gambling or responsible gaming. Today, I will discuss what the Caravel Hotel and Casino is currently doing and will continue to do to aid in the campaign for Responsible Gaming Education Month. Keeping in line with our campaign efforts for Problem Gambling Awareness Month, we at the Caravel Hotel and Casino will not only keep our community informed about responsible gaming, but we will also encourage them to bet responsibly. Remind them to set a budget and stick to it. Remind them to keep gambling social, to learn the games they play, and make sure that they're always playing legally. We started off the month of September by updating all of our posters, brochures, and digital displays, which includes all of our slot machines on our casino floor, which are now flashing web banners and trademark signage and posters for the Responsible Gaming Education Month. All of our social media platforms and our webpage were also updated to include our version of the Responsible Gaming Education Month newsletter, along with the RGEM 24 posters and web banners. On September 1st, our Responsible Gaming Education Month newsletter was sent out via email to all of our valued Carnival Rewards Club members, as well as the commissioners and other key members of the VI Casino Control Commission. I hope you guys received it. And the Division of Gaming Enforcement. Responsible Gaming Education Month information, web banners and posters are affixed to all of our outgoing emails to our Carnival Rewards Club members. On September 3rd, our radio ad with WJKC Communications was updated to encourage our listening audience to always, quote unquote, bet responsibly, and to take a break and seek help when gambling is no longer a fun and entertaining activity. On September 6th, we launched the first Responsible Gaming Education trivia question to our employees. Yesterday at 2 p.m., Mr. Schaefer, Ms. Robles, our HR generalist, and I were able to attend the webinar about RG 24/7 virtual training. We were granted temporary access last night, and I have now got the green light that we will go ahead and utilize this training and provide that to our employees. At 4 p.m. this afternoon, Responsible Gaming Education Trivia, a crossword puzzle, will be launched on our Facebook page. We pride ourselves in finding unique ways to spread information about pertinent topics to our employees, patrons, and followers. We do have a copy of this crossword puzzle available if any of you would like to try.
No.
You can keep it. Claude Frederic Bastiat, French economist, writer, and prominent member of the French Liberal School, once said, repetition may not entertain, but it teaches. The Carnival Hotel and Casino will continue to provide responsible gaming information to our employees, patrons, and followers throughout the month of September and the remainder of the year. As always, we would like to thank you for this opportunity to share what we are doing to spread awareness and appreciate the responsible gaming education resources provided by the Virgin Islands Casino Control Commission.
Thank you very much, Ms. Russell. Colleagues, any questions or comments from Ms. Russell? Or Carol?
I'm glad Ms. Russell didn't put me on the spot. And I will take a copy of the crossword.
Yeah, we have it for homework.
Yeah. I'm just impressed. And we were there yesterday and we did see your posters for responsible gaming. Large posters. That is my comment to you and to the team at Caravan. Thank you.
Commissioner Renee?
Just like to commend you, yesterday as myself and the rest of the commissioners were pleased to see the size of the posters, it's so prominently placed. And I think you did quite a bit to responsible game. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I might add, and we have seen how your banner on your machines that is scrolling or whatever the term is. And I think that's, like you say, repetition, and you will get it, you will understand.
Yes, and I join my colleagues in commending you for your efforts. You know, we know that, gaming is your business, for both of them, for both our casino licensees, and problem gaming is limited to a few people that may have those issues, and that's what, that's where that's your game. I mean, that's your business. You want to game, but you want them to do so responsibly. And thank you for the efforts in that regard. Now, Commissioner Fisher, we have some merch
Yeah, well, for both casinos, both DV and Carabel, as part of our contribution to responsible gaming education month, just as we did last year, each of you will give each of you a packet of giveaways for you to use, you know, for your employees, the patrons, however. Yes, March is boxed and ready for you at the conclusion of this hearing today.
Great.
With our logo, of course. Our logo, our information, and with our, to be, as you're gonna see, our new messaging.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so. On the agenda
I have so many here.
is item number 8. We have from Ms. Barnes.
We have the statement, but I'm here for any questions.
And Mr. Hudson Capers, you want to do casino. Karina, the casino. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Capers, you may proceed.
Good morning, Commissioners.
First, like a eight.
Good morning, Commissioners, staff, colleagues. My name is Anton Capers, General Manager for Divi Carina Bay Casino. Thank you very much for the opportunity to update the Commission on some of the improvements that have been made to our establishment over the past year, and for the opportunity to talk about responsible gaming and how we as a company are addressing Responsible Gaming Month. For many months, we've been challenged with leaks in our roof at the casino. And while it may seem like a simple thing to fix a leak with a flat roof, it has certainly been anything but. Several times we thought that we had a solution only to have a heavy rain and discover that what we thought we had fixed only created a leak somewhere else. I'm very happy to report that we now have all the package AC units replaced. We took delivery of the last package unit in August, and all have now been installed. Up until late yesterday afternoon, I was feeling very good about our progress and thought that we had our leak situation resolved. Unfortunately, last night we had a flash flood, way more water than we have seen recently, and experienced some water intrusion in a few areas upstairs, but what happened downstairs was much worse. The roof, the areas in the roof where we were having our leaks before held. That's the very good news. Where we replaced the air conditioners and those leaks that were close to the Commission's office, in the food and beverage office and whatnot, none of that leaked. That was all good. But downstairs, we have a little problem that we need to investigate and figure out how to mitigate. Our building is 25 years old, and with that comes constant maintenance, particularly with our proximity to the ocean. Supply chain has been a particular challenge, so we've been proactive and have 2 more package AC units in production and on their way to us before we even have a need for them. So we're going to have those sitting on the ground before we even need new units. Moving on to the Divi Residences project, this is moving forward, but slowly. We have one full building in place with the footings already poured for the next building. Unfortunately, there's been a delay in getting access to the property where the rest of the buildings are. The other 2 buildings that are due to come, there's been a delay in us getting access in them. I can elaborate more offline if you would like me to on that. We are, however, confident that that should be resolved soon and we can continue with the project. I don't want to commit to a specific timeline, as it seems that at every turn, the timelines that we've been given have slipped. That there have been challenges along the way from the very inception of this project. We are, however, fully committed to getting this completed as soon as possible. It is in our best interests to have it done as soon as possible, and we really, really do want to get it done. When completed, there will be 90 individual 1-bed, 1-bath units available for use. Moving on to responsible gaming, we have a very robust program in place this year. This includes, but is not limited to, a letter to all our guests that is posted in prominent places in the casino, outlining strategies to ensure that their gaming experience with us remains fun and entertaining. A copy of this and the full plan is in a packet that I've brought for you. I believe I gave it to the executive director, so you have a copy. We also have a month-long program for our employees, where in their pre-shift briefings, we'll be covering different aspects each week. These will include empowering customers to play responsibly, legal regulated gaming protects players, and building a responsible gaming culture. In addition to this, we will feature responsible gaming heavily on our website and in our social media posts. Thank you. That concludes my testimony.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cooper. And thank you for your responsible gaming education month efforts. Regarding the residence project, we visited the site yesterday, and we saw the progress that you have made thus far. And we could speak, like you said, speak offline about the issues that you're having in regards to the additional units. Any question, colleagues, on those two issues? But I want to get back to the
No, the concept of the DB residence, I mean, I think it's a really great concept, and for those employees have a place to live, then right there, they can just, do their work site. And how the gentleman at the work site, he explained everything to me, my understanding how the place just looks like it, once you get it done, it will be a nice setup. I think will be an incentive for person to say, yes, you know what, I can go and be employed at the DB. I'm right there with everything being provided to me.
When we left the establishment yesterday, it was raining heavily. I didn't see any water coming. Driving down, we said, I'm so pleased that we didn't see any rain. So when I saw those pictures this morning, I'm wondering, are these new leaks?
Yes.
So where leak before when you repaired?
I don't know what pictures you've seen. I don't know what pictures you've seen.
Okay, well, who is here?
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is a new leak. I don't know the chairman.
Yes, all that stuff happening downstairs is new.
Let's speak a little sure.
In terms of problem gambling, what I would like to see is a larger poster. Like you have a very nice blackboard or poster wall or something, and the little poster place doesn't seem to be, people can read it from a distance. I would like to see a bigger one, maybe to occupy the board that you have it on. Okay, somebody would look into.
Sure.
By the- by the
I don't know if you
security
noticed the
podium.
posters on the Beachcombers Club, those large ones.
It was raining when we were there yesterday,
Okay.
raining heavily. I got them.
Oh, no, I wanted to elaborate a little bit, on the, RGM effort. Where exactly in the casino have you been, placing these posters? We saw them on the elevator.
Elevator,
Yeah.
the Beachcombers Club and the casino cage.
But when I say a poster, they were 8 by 10 standard. Then we did not say anything about
Okay,
The
I can send you a picture.
Sports Club is
this one.
where?
as you walk in,
As you walk in?
yeah, they were on the glass.
Oh, okay.
We'll send photos. We'll send you photos.
Yeah, maybe we.
But if you're not seeing them, that means others aren't, so we'll look at the placement
Right.
of them. Yeah,
That's a
so
good
I mean,
point.
if you're having trouble seeing them, that's an issue.
We saw an 8 by 10 on the elevator. And then by the security podium, where you used to have bingo or something there. There was again, just an 8 by 10 in the middle of this white large. And I think that's a good point. If we didn't see them. Yeah, who else is missing?
Okay, to get back to the roof condition, this is something that's not new to us. We've gone back as far as I recall, but we really started to pay attention to this more seriously as far back as April of 2023. And we are not isolated from the community. We live in this community, and we get the complaints, right? And I appreciate the things that you said earlier, the issues that you've been having in regard to supply chain issues and other roadblocks that may not come your way. But the commission is very, very concerned. And I was encouraged yesterday when I heard when speaking with Ms. Vines that of your plans, to do some improvements, regarding the carpet, which has been brought to our attention as well, by our employees and members of the public, that what happens, when it rains. And to that end, I want to share these videos with you, because when I saw those last night, it kind of dampened, no pun intended, my spirits. So Mr. Davila, I'll share these with these videos with professional people. We had back in August, I think it was August 22nd, inspectors. This is downstairs.
It's done, that's receiving. It's not the floor.
This is the dining area.
This is the casino floor.
That's the bar.
That's the bar area.
Oh, bar area, okay.
Yes.
Now, water's coming down right next to this feature here, because there's a container that's catching the water. Right in Carnegie.
I can see it here.
That's downstairs.
And as I understand it, there was flash flooding last night.
Yes.
And this is the first time we've had something like this happen. It may be the way residents are affecting our drainage. That's something we talked about this morning is we need to have someone come out and check. Is there something we can do differently with drainage for the, you know, because maybe it's the way the residents are being built. That could be affecting the drainage now on that first floor.
And this area is where,
Downstairs.
it's downstairs as well. What is that, are those containers on top of a desk or table?
Yes.
So is water coming in from the,
So this
from
is,
the roof there too?
this is downstairs underneath,
Yeah,
and it's coming through the wall. So we're subterranean down there in that office, and it's coming through the wall.
Okay.
Through a pipe in the wall.
Okay, Mr. Abbott, I think that we've seen it. So. This is a really vexing problem for the commission. Because, you know, like I said, it's been going on for a while. You know, not only should affect your patrons, your employees, our employees. Tell us, what is the concrete plan, you know? I know this issue with the downstairs is, as you just said, is something, but, you know. What kind of effort is being made? Now, we've had discussion going back to April of last year, where, you know, we asked you to report on a bi-monthly basis of the progress being made, and you have been complying with that, but, you know, where are we?
Commissioner, it's not such an easy thing as just saying, fix it. Huge efforts have been made. Tens of thousands of dollars have been spent. Last night was an unusual event. You were there in the afternoon, you were there yesterday, and it was fine, it's been fine. But when you have huge amounts of water like that, stuff like that happens. In your very own report today, you were talking about leaks in your building, yeah. So I'm not saying.
What we fix, what?
Okay,
Well, I'd like to jump in here.
Yeah.
This isn't a matter of not wanting to spend money. I think you've seen from our reports, the amount of visits we've had from the contractor, the amount of attempts to cure the leaks, to the extent where we said, well, let's just buy all new HVAC units in case some of those were causing the leaks because of some rusting. This isn't a matter of, gosh, let's save money and not address this problem. We've thrown money time and energy at every single leak. It's whack-a-mole right now. You get one leak fixed and we're celebrating it, or 3 leaks fixed, and then a new leak happens, and we've had new roof liner put on. It is an older building, but we are tackling every single thing as we learn of it and as it comes up. I don't want you to think this is us turning a blind eye and saying, wow, we could spend $100,000, but let's save that money and see if we can just stick some gum in a hole. we really are, anything that the contractors are saying to us, we're attempting. Like they said, it could be the air conditioning units might be leaking. Okay, it could be, well, let's get new air conditioning units. We truly are throwing everything at it that we're being advised, the price of, recommended. This isn't a blind eye. I mean, last night, when he advised me of what happened last night, I mean, really, both of us were just so disappointed, disheartened. I just want you to know, there's a true commitment to fixing this. And I think you can see from the repair bills and the visits from contractors and everything else, we really are paying attention to it and trying this out. At Biloxi, our largest casino there, built in 1969, that building, we have similar situations every single storm, and we have a hurricane coming in on us right now. And I can tell you, they're covering slot machines in areas where they haven't, and we pay contractors a fortune to come try to fix the leaks. And there are buildings that it's whack-a-mole, like, well, they think they traced the leak over here coming down some pipe. And they think they fixed that, and then next thing you know, it's somewhere else, so. It's a challenge at really all of our properties, we have these kinds of things because we're in really heavy storm areas a lot.
And I appreciate, you know, what you, both of you have said. But do you see an end in sight?
Well, I'm an optimist, so I always think the next cure is the cure that's gonna do it all. Like I said, last night, a brand new situation arose, and the first thing I said was, okay, then we need an engineer to come out and tell us if they can figure it, we need someone to investigate that wall or how it's coming in. This isn't a bunch of in-house people trying to figure out a solution, we really are hiring outside professionals to give us advice. And they're confused as well at different times and say, I don't know that this will fix it, this might be a recommendation, and so we try it. Yeah, I'm an optimist and I think there's always an end in sight and there's always a sunnier day tomorrow. Right now, I don't have that because we have a new issue that arose, so.
Yeah, you know, in your reports to us, you know, you indicate that, well, just yesterday.
I jinxed it. I jinxed it.
It's okay, we're happy to report that all is well, not your words, but, you know, that you've addressed it, and you happy that, since the last deluge, that there were no leaks. But that's this ongoing problem that, and, you know, I hear you trying to make an effort, but, you know, when I look at, you know, we have a responsibility here, the commission. You know, we have to, you know, we not only regulate the industry, but, you know, which is of concern to not only the patrons, but your employees and ours. And it just cannot continue like this. It can't, you know, there has to be an end in sight. Anyway, colleagues, you have any questions for DV or comments regarding this? No? Okay, we wanna, again, you know, thank you, you are gonna continue in your reporting efforts to us. But, you know, the commission has to make some kind of a decision. And what further we can do to have this matter addressed. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me give you an opportunity if you want to add anything to that, you know, to what was said, please do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so. We are going to move on to the next item on the agenda. Which is item 9, any other business. We do have other business. And as was mentioned here earlier today. This is responsible gaming education month. Back in March, it was problem gaming awareness, PGAM. As I mentioned before, the commission realizes that most people game and gamble responsibly. But there is that certain segment that has issues that may lead to problem gambling, may lead to addiction. The commission is mandated by law to have programs to treat and prevent gambling addiction. As Commissioner Purcell pointed out earlier, we do have we be joining the efforts by promoting gambling awareness, joining youth in our participation in getting the word out, so to speak. We have began an effort to address this situation on a wider basis. And to that effort, we engaged a marketing firm to develop a website for us. We're going to have a soft launch on that website very shortly. But Commissioner Herman Purcell has been leading that effort. I'm going to ask her she wants to speak more on that and what we're doing with the launch of this website.
Thank you, Chair. Well, you set the stage for it. I think we can just go ahead and show you what the website consists of. The title of our campaign is Play Wise VI. And this website will take us to, there we go. And we just like to show you this soft launch, get your feedback. Our mission statement as set forth in this website is the Virgin Islands Casino Control Commission is committed to raising our community's awareness about problem gambling by promoting responsible gaming and informing of the free, confidential, and other resources available to those experiencing gambling disorders and seeking help. So the website will have a definition of what problem gambling is. It can take self-assessments. It will answer questions. It will lead you to resources. Right now, the resource would be directing persons to is the 1-800 number, what's coming out of the National Council of Problem Gambling. We hope to have VI based resources soon. That MOU is still in work with Department of Health. We met last week. I think we'll soon be coming to an end with that, and we'll be able to have them say counselors are on island trained in problem gambling and problem gambling disorders. It's going to have a voluntary exclusion form and just different tabs where it can be anyone interested in the problem or may need to have help with that problem come to the website. There is a tab, you see provides, it will be English, Spanish, and French Creole, the three major languages in our community here. When you click on it, it will convert. I mean, I just think that's amazing. It can do that, or we have the ability to do that. And I just think it has been a real effort of the commission, the commissioners and the staff to develop and get this information out and to use the monies that the commission is allotted and has a legal mandate to address problem gambling. Even if it's one person, I think we all agree that's one person too many. Because that one person, the ripple affects family and friends.
And I might add that this is a territory-wide effort. We have jurisdiction as far as casino gaming regulation here on St. Croix. But again, as I mentioned earlier, we live in this community, whether it's here on St. Croix or in St. Thomas, and you know that there's a lot of gaming activity taking place throughout the islands. A lot of it, particularly in the other district, well, not a lot, but there is a substantial amount of illegal gaming activity going on. I mentioned this, the financial statistics this morning in our report, that the legal gaming community, the revenues and that's generated from illegal gaming activity, and that illegal activity generates no revenues for the government of Virgin Islands, and it deploys gambling harm as well. So we are not limiting this awareness program to just St. Croix. It is territory wide, and as Commissioner Purcell mentioned, we are working with the Department of Health. Hopefully we get that MOA executed shortly with training of gambling addiction counselors, and we would have those counselors available both on St. Croix and in the St. Thomas, St. John district. So take a look at our website. We're gonna have a public release, a press release, when this is launched, and please feel free to offer your comments, your suggestions, recommendations to us once this goes live, and we're hoping that you could join us in this effort as well.
Right, and it's not gonna be limited to the website. You start to see signage, you start to see us actually involved in the community and different things, fair, festival, St. Thomas, whatever is happening in St. Thomas that we can find, but to actively get that message out. We want everyone to know their limit and bet responsibly.
Thank you. And when once we have developed these promotional materials, we are asking our industry partners to join us with placements in appropriate places on the property to help us bring awareness to this issue. In the being that you're in the business of gaming, in my prior life in the rum industry, we had a saying that we don't want people drinking more. We want more people drinking. I'm sure that we want more people drinking. Okay, so, and we should help your business and help us as well. So we're hopeful that you will join us tonight. Okay, thank you so much. Commissioner Renee, anything to add? Thank you so much. So this brings us to the last item on the agenda, which is the adjournment. I will adjourn. I want to thank you all for being here today. I want to thank our staff, as always, for their efforts in putting these meetings and hearings together. I want to say thank you, Ms. Andrews. Thank you all. Having nothing further, this quarterly meeting of September 11th, 2024 is hereby adjourned.